So one question that comes to mind is, what is organizational stewardship? Organizational stewardship is a way of thinking about the manager or the leader's role in relation to the organization. It's really about trying to have a more significant impact within his or her organization. So one definition that comes to mind around this is the definition from Peter Block. I'm a business organizational development consultant. What does it really mean to be a steward of something? It means to hold something in trust for another. So this is going to be one of the challenges that we'll be putting to you over the course of the program, is how can you really see yourself as a steward of your organization? So traditional theories of management tend to focus on the individual, and then how do I now as a leader or manager develop individuals, motivate individuals around their individual interests. The concept of organizational stewardship takes that one step further, and it's saying that people have the capacity to think past their self-interests. And your goal as a leader, as a manager, is to help people see that larger, fuller perspective of the organization and to even act in the interest of the organization in addition to their own personal well-being. What it really comes down to is then encouraging a cooperative environment where all of us have the same interests in place. So how do organizational stewardship and strategy really connect with one another? Why are we talking about these two concepts at the same time? Well, we have to think about what's the purpose of an organization strategy and how does it develop? And organizational strategy is the sum of all the different actions that an organization intends to achieve its long-term goals. So these are connected to a variety of things. They're connected to the organization's vision. They're connected to the organization's mission. They're connected to the organization's values. And all of those culminate in order to construct that larger strategic plan. Many of your organizations probably operate on a strategic plan. You've got that longer-term vision, hopefully connected to your mission and values, and all of the different actions that your organization is taking to try to achieve that strategic plan are hopefully in alignment and become the sole sum of all of those actions together. Effective strategy implementation really requires that the individual be able to see past his or her self-interests, and they're really able to take on the mindset of what it means to be an organizational steward. They're able to see past any of their immediate, or as a supervisor or manager, that individual being able to see past his or her team's needs and be able to see for what the larger organization needs as a whole. They're acting as a trustee for that larger organizational commitment and larger organizational objectives. So the primary commitment really becomes to the larger organizations. We try to have the alignment of rewards, of customers, of policies, procedures, all around the community rather than the particular individual or the particular team. Each person in the best situations helps really define what those goals will be. We try to design a culture that will really support that organizational objective and that we can use to leverage any sort of issues that come up or challenges that come up in order to achieve that larger mission and those larger goals. And finally, it really allows for all of the rewards and the resources to be distributed across the entire community and in order to accomplish those larger objectives.